before you know it. Until then, remember to spend wisely, save intentionally, and give generously. This is The Ramsey Show.
Hey folks, Ken Coleman here. Did you know The Ramsey Show is one of the most popular podcasts in the world? Get your daily dose of advice on life and money. Check out all of our shows from The Ramsey Network wherever you listen to podcasts.
Alrighty. Ramsey Show over. After show beginning, and I'll put my links in the chat, and then we'll get going here. I guess you can. Let's do this. Rachel Cruz song. While I do this. Guess that's what we all want. Rachel Cruz. All good advice that you learned in her youth. Talk about friendly to shows up. How to be millionaire. Know yourself, know your money. Love your life, not theirs. Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. Guess that's what we all want, Rachel Cruz. Mentioning Winston, mentioning Target. Guess that's what we all love, Rachel Cruz. All right. Alrighty, let's keep going. Let's just reload it here. Okay, we're going. Show number 234 today. Alrighty, well, guess you guys know what day it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop, gotta catch my bus, I see my friends kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. Gotta make my mind up for which seat can I take. It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, weekend. Friday, Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. We're partying, partying, yeah. We're budgeting, budgeting, yeah. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm going to do absolutely nothing. We got some bad weather coming in. Let's keep singing. Let me get a little beverage first. All right. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we do not do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do Dave's baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do the baby steps. Now step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less guzzle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I go, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it, and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. Link at the top of the chat and in the video description. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Especially if you want to sing the Baby Steps song. I would love to hear somebody else sing that song. All right, let's see. Are there any other ways that you can get in touch with me?
Hey, I got Instagram. Yeah. Add me on the ground. Yeah, no.
So if you got Instagram, you can add me on the ground. And that's at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, every little bit helps. PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. All right. Today's hosts were lots of singing. Today, sitting in the big chair today. Yeah. George Ho 3 podcast. They don't cost a cent. A borrowed future, entree leadership, and the fine print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS Stallone, used to wear flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Paid his house off. The white man overbite. Yeah. Oops. All right. Boom. right. Oh, and of course I forgot to prep something. I always forget to prep something. Bear with me. This is how the sausage is made. What is that? Oh. Alrighty. Market report. After being up most of today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the total market index, at 249, that decided to go under. S&P, I think, was up for a little while too. Yep. And 1124, that decided to go under. Almost got back up there right there, but then I think that might have had to do somewhat with some bad reports. I don't know why that always goes down to the bottom there. NASDAQ was under all day today. Well, almost all day today. Oh yeah, this is 9:30 is when it starts. So it opened higher, but then by 9:56 it was even, and then down the rest of the time. Not so fun. See what we got. Anybody good coming up on earnings? Dollar General, FedEx coming up in 2 weeks, looks like. Right, when is the 17th? Monday? Oh no, 17th is Thursday. My bad. I did wrong math. Dollar General and FedEx, hopefully they made some money. And then next week would be Nike, Adobe, and NIO. I don't know right off the top of my head what NIO does. Let's check on the... Oh, even Amazon finished down today. They were up mostly today on the strength of their stock split from yesterday, but they eventually fell as well. Yeah, at 3:29 p.m. and so blue, and it looks like they came back up for a bit there in 5:30 and after hours trading. But we'll see how that goes on the Monday. Oh, did I finish with that? Let's see. Anything crazy down? 2.39% for the Apple. 5.12% down for Tesla, but that's not really news for Tesla because they are often upward. When they go up or down, it's either way. It's like a 5% change, or above a 3% anyway. See, Europe all up today. Mostly down in Asia. The US dollar is up on the euro, up on the Japanese yen, up on the British pound, love, up on the Canadian dollar, and up on the Australian dollar, mate. And the dollar seems to be up against these other currencies a lot. When the market is down for some reason. I don't know exactly how that works, but that seems to be what I've noticed. Our pals in crypto, just XRP up, and of course that keeps trading over 24 hours. Excuse me. And what you're seeing is what it compares to is, so like XRP right now is 8.74% above what it was at midnight last night, 11:59 p.m. last night. And so that's how they do that. That's all we got for here. Dow Jones falls nearly 200 points on losses for Nike, JP Morgan Chase shares. So that's that. What else we got here? Santa Barbara is on the verge of declaring its Chick-fil-A a public nuisance. Because I guess they just, when did they open that? Boom, 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 boom. The chain restaurant is on the verge of being designated a public nuisance. The city's traffic engineer, police chief, and community development director have evaluated the situation, city report says, and believe the persistent traffic backup onto State Street is a public nuisance, and that the nuisance is caused by the operation of a drive-through at the Chick-fil-A restaurant. You regularly see cars line up on State Street, and as you can see, I don't know if that's, I guess this is for the line for the Chick-fil-A, and you cannot even see the restaurant. Maybe that's it right there. Don't know. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. It's one of the city's major thoroughfares. The queue of cars has caused big problems for the city for years. Oh, they've been open for years. Okay, I thought it was maybe a recent. New cars waiting for the drive-thru are blocking driveways for other businesses, delaying Santa Barbara's buses when they try to access a nearby stop and increase the risk of collision for cars and cyclists trying to pass the line, but as they're forced to remain open into the remaining open lane, according to city reports. All right. Santa Barbara's Public Works study, they studied it, paid money for it, found that on weekdays, the total amount of time the lane was blocked daily was 70 to 91 minutes. On Saturdays, the Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday. On Saturday, the Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. It was much longer, 92 to 155 minutes. On that, people like the Chick-fil-A. They like it. Let's see. Restaurant operators attempted to mitigate the issues. Local news outlet Newshawk reported, including hiring additional team members to serve customers further up the line, posting signage throughout the premises to help better show entry and exit points, and to help guests understand that it is illegal to block sidewalks and or stop on the street, and hiring a third-party traffic control to help with the vehicle flow. And yeah, they've done that. They've done that at Cane's, and that's all just in a parking lot. That's not even blocking part of a street, and they've done that. And I've seen Chick-fil-A do that too, where they have people even in the dead of winter. They have people in the drive-through lane, people walking from car to car taking orders so that the orders get in quicker rather than waiting for you to get up to the box to yell into the box there. And it is their pleasure to do that, of course. City will address the issue again in June 7th public hearing. Until then, is working with Chick-fil-A to mitigate the issues. It's important to understand we're trying to cure, not trying to punish, Mayor Randy Rouse noted, according to Santa Barbara News Press. You do not want to be the mayor that shuts down the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, probably. That's what I'm guessing. You know, just like Bill Murray said in Ghostbusters, when he was just trying to decide what to do, whether to let the Ghostbusters try to fix the situation or just throw him back in jail. And Bill Murray said, hey, if I'm wrong, you can throw us right back in jail. And but if I'm right and we can stop this thing, you, Lenny, will have saved the lives of millions of registered voters. So there you go. And then, as we found out in Ghostbusters 2, the city never paid them for that little job there. So, can't win. All right, this from CNN Business. from the Wealth Coach section. Don't believe these 8 common credit score myths. And I have not read this, so we'll just see. A lot of times this, sometimes it goes more with Ramsey advice than I thought it would. Sometimes it doesn't so much. You probably already know that you need a good credit score to get the best interest rates on a mortgage or auto loan, which can make a big difference to your budget over time. With something like a mortgage, even a minor difference in rates can have a big impact on your monthly payment, and can mean tens of thousands of dollars or more over the life of the loan. Also, if you don't have any payments for anything else, you can afford it and sleep way better that night. So even with that, but tens of thousands, that is definitely on the high end of that. It's not going to be, like if somebody else can get a 2% loan, you're not getting a 7% loan. So it's just, it would just be a percent or two. But anyway, let's see. Carrying a credit card balance will improve your score. So that's a myth. Nearly 60% of consumers believe this myth. One of the main factors in determining your credit score is your credit utilization ratio, or the percentage of your available credit that you're using at any given time. The lower the number, the better, but aim to keep it under 30%. Of course, the Ramsey advice is to keep it at 0% and close that account. All credit card accounts. There's only one credit score. While FICO is the most popular score provider, different types of lenders use different versions of the score. Plus, a growing number of lenders work with FICO competitors such as Vantage Score. Many different credit scores out there. Okay. That it costs money to check your credit. It does not. You can get them for free. If somebody's charging you for it, it's probably a scam. Closing your old credit cards can boost your score. The length of your credit history is another factor that goes into your credit score. So keeping your oldest cards open and occasionally using them and paying them off helps rather than hurt your score. Of course, Dave Ramsey would recommend you close them and you keep them closed because we're not worried about credit score. 5, your spouse's score can impact yours. Credit scores are for individuals, not couples. And so lenders will look at both of the scores when you apply for a joint credit card or mortgage, but your scores are separate. So that's how that's separate, not related. It can only impact yours if they're like looking at both of them at the same time, of course, but many times they can work with you on that and advise you the best thing to do, whether to like put things in just your name maybe or something like that. Sometimes they'll advise you to do that. Opening a new card will hurt your credit. Any new credit, including credit cards, will result in a short-term ding to your credit, but it won't affect your score long-term. It's the inquiry that the new lender performs that will likely take a few points from your score. But if you have good credit, it should recover quickly. And so, yeah, that's the thing they're talking about checking the credit. And when you personally check the credit, that is what we call a soft check. But like open a new card, actually taking out a loan, something like that, that's going to be a hard check by the lender. Higher income means a higher score. Not necessarily. Absolutely not necessarily. Co-signing on a loan won't affect your credit. And co-signing on a loan is the same thing as taking a loan out on your own. Because if the other person doesn't pay, you're going to have to pay. If the other person's a deadbeat, they can't get any money. If the other person flees the country or whatever, they're going to come after you and say, well, you co-signed it, you got to pay the whole thing. Is that it? All right. What else we got here? All right, this is from MSNBC. How Louis DeJoy helped Democrats save USPS. And he is the Postmaster General, I believe. Oh, this is just an opinion. My bad. So the Postal Reform Act saves the USPS from the financial catastrophe Congress set into motion. All right. Approved the Post Office Reform Act this week, a bill that should end over a decade of financial pain for the U.S. Postal Service. There was no guarantee that any bill to rescue the oldest federal agency from possible collapse would make it to President Joe Biden's desk. The final version doesn't transform the Postal Service like progressives wanted, but at least it rejects calls from conservatives to further privatize the system. And what amounts to a miracle these days, the bill to fix the problems that left the USPS teetering on the brink of collapse got bipartisan support in the House and Senate, and indeed, that is rare. Let's see. In 2006, with the Postal Service annually generating profits, Congress made changes intended to make the USPS run less like a federal agency and even more like a business. Unlike either private businesses or federal agencies, though, the Postal Service would have to use its profits to pay for its employees' retirement benefits up front. Yeah, that's not that good of an idea. I wonder why they did that. At the same time, societal shifts include online bill payments, digital communications, caused the amount of first-class mails sent to plummet, which caused revenue to plummet too. And so they're overpaying for people. They had too many people on staff. Within 5 years, the USPS began to default on those required healthcare payments, racking up over $160 billion in debt by the end of 2019. Then came the pandy, which overwhelmed an already beleaguered agency. And so this is all going on minus, by the way, beyond the fact this all this stuff is even before the green movement and the Biden administration and the Environmental Protection Service and all them wanted the USPS to spend way more money to buy all electric vehicle fleet. And this same Louis DeJoy was like, he read his job description, and his job description said it was to keep the USPS solvent. So he said he intended to do that as much as possible. And so they're only doing 20% electric, I think that's what it is. And the rest of them, they are doing, gas-powered vehicles. All right, so Wall Street Journal, WSJ.com. Tax report, new tax rules force faster payouts for some IRA holders. Rules on inherited retirement accounts are getting less generous and more complicated. I think, I can't read it anyway, but I think this is just about the new rules for the required minimum distributions. And somebody had a problem with that in the chat today because they were talking about that. There was a call or something about that, and then somebody took issue with it and said, oh, but wait, what about the RMDs? And then said, oh, well. And then I guess left, or they didn't type anything else after that. But like immediately after that, I said, what about that? Oh, well. I said, what about it? Because, I was gonna say, what, that's the law. So that's what you do. So, I mean, what do you want to do? You cry about it? You still are better off for doing the investing. And so you just take the payouts when you need to. And if you don't need the money to live on, you can invest that in a non-retirement account. You can throw it right back into the market if you want, if you don't need it. Alrighty. But they did not explain what their problem with it was. Alright, what time is 6:33 in the PM? Let's see if there's any new stuff on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. Sort by new again. Not. On Facebook, the Ramsey Baby Steps community is run by people, excuse me, that work for Ramsey Solutions. This Dave Ramsey subreddit is not. It's run by fans, and included, and it's got a bunch of mods, and at least one of those is in Baby Step 7. All right, so let's see. Baby Step 2 Flare. This is Babs Maps, or Babs Maps, yeah, something like that. Paid off the last $6,300 that I owed on my consolidated consumer debt. 75% of debts paid off in 2.5 years. All right, excellent. Can make a snowball rolling big time. Slightly modified snowball, that is. Okay, so they paid the $1,300 phone, $3,500 bathroom leak fix, $4,400 bathroom renovation, $38,700 consolidation. Left to pay, $6,000 owed to dad, $10,000 owed to mom. Projecting that I should be debt free. Besides my house by the end of this year. I found Dave's Total Money Makeover in January 2021 and finally felt the empowerment that I could do this. Started putting every extra penny towards debt instead of just paying the minimums. Learned and implemented zero-based budget. Majority of my debt payoff journey was accomplished within the last year. Excellent. Of course, the money to your parents would probably be earlier in the debt snowball, but you know, that's where you are now. So, and of course, you know, paying them all off at all is better than not paying them off at all. So, but the Ramsey advice is smallest to largest, even if it's to family members. But now you're there, and so you got 16 left, and so gonna take care of that year. So this year. So excellent. Boop 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 doo. All right, this from Vanilla Scary 7071. Baby Step 1 Flare. Experienced this yesterday and wanted to share with others who would understand. Because normal people don't understand when you talk about this stuff usually. They give you blank looks at best. Worse, they like make fun of you and say you're crazy, stuff like that. Anyway, my 02 Dodge Durango suddenly stopped on me earlier this week and I had to take it in. 1077, so $1,077 price to get it fixed. Used entire emergency fund and a little bit, excuse me, and a little bit I had on hand to pay it off. Last paycheck earlier this month was the last little bit I needed to finish my $1,000, and just like that I needed to use it all. And honestly, I'm so grateful it happened and really showed the importance of having that fun. It really kills plans that I had this year, but I hope the story helps others in my same shoes. Yep. I'm hoping the plans that you had was to pay off your debts, if you have any, and do the baby steps instead of other things, but hopefully that. Also, props for edited it for spelling, so that's awesome. I love that. And that's what we did yesterday. So slow day there on the thing. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else. Let's see if Drudge has anything other than war and political stuff. Boom, 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 ba-down, ba-down, boom, boom. Flour rationing in Lebanon, grain hoarding in Hungary. Burger prices could leave 20% more. Now, if you're going to worry about this stuff, if you're going to worry, turn this off right now. And don't watch the rest of it. Because some people are like, oh, what about this and what about that and what about that? this stuff, any of this stuff on here, you likely can't do anything about. So you need to worry about your house and what's going on in your house, and you take care of the things that you can control. If you're doing everything right and you got all that covered and you're sure you're doing everything right, then you can start worrying about other stuff. But I wouldn't even recommend it then. How companies hide inflation without charging more. Doritos cuts the number of chips in each bag. Of course that happens. That's not new right now. That is not a new thing for 2022. That's been going on for years and years and years and years. Let's see. Space plan to create oxygen farm on the moon. Okay. Interesting. Boom, 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 boom. Political. Down. Users freak as DuckDuckGo downranks Russian disinformation. All right. Well, if it's disinformation, what do you want them to do about it? That's weird. This one for Troy Story from Mashable. DuckDuckGo downranks Russian disinformation. The search engine's users are not happy. Is DuckDuckGo turning on its users? Or did they misunderstand the search engine to begin with? It just doesn't track you. I don't think it allows people to say whatever they want to say. Honestly, I think tech companies are continuing to take action as Russia's war in Ukraine rages on. And yeah, this is the new thing. We, even on the news, like as recently as 5 years ago or so, the only thing that we heard in America was the Ukraine. So apparently it's just Ukraine by itself, not the Ukraine. But it is the Google and the Apple and the internets. Let's see. Search engine DuckDuckGo is the latest platform to take measures in the information war that's being battled online. According to DuckDuckGo's founder and CEO, Gabriel Weinberg, the privacy-focused search engine has downranked websites in its search results that are associated with Russian disinformation. So if it's 100% known that the stuff is lies, why wouldn't they? So, and he says, we're gonna been rolling out search updates that downrank sites associate with Russian disinformation. Doom. To those unfamiliar, the move may not feel too out of the ordinary. Social media like Facebook and Twitter update their policies to deal with disinformation about Russia's war. Search engines like Google and even Microsoft's Bing have taken action against disinformation too. However, the overwhelming response to Weinberg's tweets about the downrankings has been outrage from DuckDuckGo's user base. Some even claim to have already changed their default search engine preferences due to this decision. To what? What are you going to change it to? That's all the ones all the other ones that were mentioned. They're going to be worse than DuckDuckGo at the exact same thing you're mad about. So I don't know. Let's see. Can you see how swiftly most of your user base has been put off? Yeah, we're talking about banning, please. Yeah, it's a dangerous, slippery slope for all of us. You're talking about a proven disinformation site, and you want to have that be at the top of the rankings? It's not the way, bro. We no longer trust anyone to decide for us what is misinformation. Let us make our own calls about that. Unfortunately, some people are unable to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Debt free, so you're able to buy a new one. A new one what? the chat's behind the thing. So, and plus, if I said it 20 seconds ago, I may not remember Judy Vine. Whoops. No thanks. I'm good for now. Interesting. I'll have to talk to Troy Story about this. He's a big fan of the DuckDuckGo. So, downrank was replied to tweets less than 600 retweets. Bum, bum, bum. So, yeah, when a tweet receives more replies than shares, signaling the broader Twitter user base is not in agreement with what's being said. The broader Twitter user base is a very few amount of people in the world. Very, very few. Let's see. You would display news modules and information boxes pointing users to quality information for certain breaking topics. Google calls them knowledge panels on its search engine. However, this feature doesn't seem to have caused an uproar like DuckDuckGo's downrankings have. Did they give a statement? Oh, they made a statement about it. Primary utility of the search engine is to provide access to accurate information. Disinformation sites that deliberately put out false information to intentionally mislead people directly cut against that utility. We're simply using the fact that these sites are engaging in active disinformation campaigns as a ranking signal that the content they produce is of lower quality, just like there are signals for spammy sites and other lower quality content. As mentioned earlier, this isn't the first time DuckDuckGo is moderated for quality, and as protocol covered earlier this month, it's also not the first time DuckDuckGo has taken action regarding Russia's war in Ukraine. The company has recently paused its partnership with the Russian search engine Yandex. DuckDuckGo was using the service's results for some of its search queries in certain countries. Alrighty. And so the problem with the disinformation, it's proven to be wrong. It's not like an opinion, like say being anti-debt leverage, like Dave Ramsey is, and being and using debt leverage. Although he could argue that with the millions of success stories, documented success stories that Dave Ramsey has in his pocket, that would seem to disprove the debt leverage thing. But just using that for an example, that could be that it would be more of opinion than this. Disinformation, the dis in front of the information says that it's wrong, it's a lie. And it's so it's not an opinion that they're tamping down, it's actual lies. So I don't have a problem with that. I'll ask Troy Story about it. See what he feels about it, because he's a big DuckDuckGo fan. Alrighty. See if we got another subscriber during the show. We have not. It has been up at like 390 something, and now it's back down again. It fluctuates sometimes. Upcoming streams. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when the scheduled Old Man Video Gaming happens. I do a bunch of them, a bunch of bonus ones at non-scheduled time as well. And so if you see me streaming one of those, don't be afraid to come and say hi. I don't mind at all. I might not see it right away if I'm gaming. If I'm looking at the screen and doing a particularly hard part, but I do glance over at it. So definitely come and say hi. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this show, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. And the Ramsey Show is on at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It is delayed 2 hours from the audio/radio show. And they delay it to 2 hours so they can take the commercial breaks out of it, and that makes YouTube promote it more. Just how the algorithm works. So more people get exposed to it, so it gets to help more people. A lot of people wonder why they delayed it. It used to be live on YouTube as well. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, tech support with Coach Steve Money. I do that same, even though I don't think got to answer any questions. It was just two comments on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. I do the same thing as far as I do sometimes comment on it, on things on the tech support subreddit, but I also answer most of its questions, computer questions about things that are wrong with their computers mostly, occasionally phones and other devices. And if it's a Mac issue, I do the best I can. But we don't do much work with Macs at all. Wednesday is no set time, the Curse of Oak Island no cap recap, and that's not a live stream. That is pre-recorded. Alrighty. And so, like, for example, I'll probably play a game tonight sometime. So, like, maybe as early as 7:30 Eastern time, perhaps. So just be able to have a look out there. If you don't want to miss any game streams, you can, of course, subscribe. Also, please like, and you can hit the notification bell if you want to be notified. Next to where it says subscribe. Mine is different because I can customize it or do that. But when you're looking at this page, it will give you a chance to subscribe and click the notification bell. And that way it'll notify you whenever I do a live stream or upload a pre-recorded video. All right, to give my plugs again, you schedule a free consultation with me. You can either hit the link in the chat or in the video description below, or you can click this link in the YouTube banner on the right side that says schedule free consultation. That'll take you to calendly.com. It's like calendar, but take off the AR and put LY there. And just click financial coaching consultation, and you can change the month if you want. Select any day you want, and click whatever time you want, and then Calendly will let me know, and I'll get back in touch with you and let you know what information I need in order to accurately assess your financial situation. PayPal. You can do donations there, and that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Where's there we go. All right, there, yeah. Well, oh, wait, over there. Please get the left and the right, because it switches it around, and so I get confused. Instagram, of course, add me on the gram. It's Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And the email is right there, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can email me about anything on my channel. Email me about financial stuff, about video game stuff, about computer stuff. You can about football. I'm a fan of the Washington Now Commanders and the Madden football game. Oak Island. And let's see, what else do we have on here? Oh, the music, the songs that I've written are right in there. And so, yeah, anything you got on your mind, email me, especially if you would like to sing the Baby Step song. Either you can record it and send it in, and I can just play the recording, or you can actually do it live. How about that? We will have a rehearsal, don't worry. Yeah, so CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com if you'd like to sing the Baby Step song. All right, and like I said, I probably will play some type of video game tonight. Just keep a lookout. And definitely tomorrow is regularly scheduled 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll probably do one in the afternoon as well, because it's going to be bad weather and I'm not going out in the world. And I suggest you don't either if you're going to have bad weather as well. Alrighty, so make smart weather and financial decisions every day. Have a good day.